Oh, big, bold bridal gowns are back, and wedding expert Alison McGill takes a look at what's trending for 2023. And we're saying that, you know, during the pandemic, very small ceremonies, dresses were kind of scaled down, but now everything, anything goes.
Absolutely, and it's interesting. We did have a bit of minimalism, and that's still very much trending. But designers just showed for fall 2023, because we're always ahead of the curve with bridal, everyone's planning ahead. And the big message that came out of these runways was that everything is back in a very maximalist way, not necessarily with like details and crystals and things, but fabrics. And even some silhouettes. And you haven't seen them, so you're like, surprise me, Alison. What were your favorites?
So tulle is the first one, speaking of silhouettes. So if it's tulle, it's going to be big.
Yeah, so you know, I'm calling sort of tiers of tulle. So it's tulle all over the place. So it's these grand skirts. I mean, this one is like almost like a cupcake on the bottom.
Oh, it is beautiful.
And I love the halter silhouette, but we're seeing like really big tulle skirting, tulle veils. I have to talk about gloves, because this is another big trend in this image, the gloves.
So those aren't sleeves, those are just beautiful gloves.
Gloves. So we're seeing like, you know, bracelet length, elbow length, like gloves are the new veil. It's really interesting. And I have to make a reference back to a celebrity bride, Carolyn Bessette. People don't realize that she wore gloves. Everybody focuses on that, you know, really beautiful minimalist bias cut dress. But
right, the slip dress.
The slip dress. The gloves are so, they're just like a gauzy transparency accessory that she has there, and they're so beautiful. So go back and look at those wedding photos, because you'll be like, oh right, she had the gloves.
Okay. Color is another big trend.
Color is a trend. Color's been trending for a while. I mean, we've gone to the black wedding dress, which is just an extreme amount of color. But we're back to blush. Blush and pink tones, really beautiful. Again, this gown by Inez DeSanto, Canadian designer, really volumized, lots of detail. You can see the tulle factor here. But this is for someone who doesn't want to wear white, because everybody doesn't look great in white or want to wear it.
It's basically like anything goes, right? Pick your own color. Now, I can't wait to see this one. So it's about bejeweled backs.
Bejeweled backs. Backlines are a really important story right now in bridal. And you know, you're walking down the aisle, everyone's looking at the back, so why shouldn't it be like one of the most highlighted areas of your dress? So this is almost like jewelry built into your dress. So we're seeing it with, this one is by Claire Pettibone, a US designer. Chains, jewels, pearls. J.Lo wore a Ralph Lauren dress that had pearl encrusted. So it's all this detail that's at the back. It comes pre-done. You don't have to do anything. You have to think about your accessories.
It's just, how do you get in and out of it, I guess.
Very carefully.
Very, very carefully.
With a very handy helper.
Okay. And you need a helper for this next trend as well, corsets.
You do.
The corset look.
Yeah, the corset look. I'm sort of seeing this channeling a bit of 80s, because that was, you know, very
it's
glammy
Madonna.
in the 80s, right? Totally Madonna. I love this dress. It's got the cinched belt. It's got the tulle again. But again, just a really elegant, classic, beautiful, streamlined silhouette. Corsets everywhere.
All right. Halter neckline. So we've already seen it in a couple of dresses.
We've seen it in a couple of dresses, and I brought this one. This again is lace. We've got some tulle underskirting. You know, Meghan Markle really made this a trend with her second dress. And, you know, some people argued that that dress was better than the first dress. So it was a Stella McCartney dress. It's a really flattering neckline on lots of people. It's a great way to, you know, show off your shoulders and have some coverage as well, because high neckline is still in.
Okay. And I always think, I look at a dress like that and I'm like, what do you do for a bra? But most of these gowns have all the fitting is in there.
That is another segment in that. It's the built-in undergarments, because designers have done the homework for you and made you not stress and think about it. It's all built in. You're supported. It's actually pretty incredible.
Okay. Let's go back to the slip dress.
Yes, the slip dress. I'm calling this slip dress 2.0. So this is, you know, by Australian line Grace Loves Lace. We're seeing some ruching. This one actually has some really delicate jewel details on it. But this silhouette, again, back to Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, that dress is from 1996. You look at it today, it's still as relevant and beautiful.
Yes.
And popular.
And seeing the big slit in like every gown you see now, everybody's pictures on Facebook. If you're wearing a long gown, you've got that slit in the front for your leg.
You've got the slit. I just saw Carrie Underwood at the American Music Awards, and their like leg workout. You know, she had an incredible slit, so, you know, work the legs.
Okay. Now, the shocker one.
The shocker one. Cutouts are really, really big. They're super big in fashion, always been big on the red carpet. We talked about this. Cher made them very popular back in the day. This is for a very fashion-forward bride and someone who's not afraid to take risks. It's a really sexy, alluring look. But I love it. It's really tasteful. It's be perfect for a second dress, because we talked about, you know, if you're having a church ceremony, you may need some modesty, so you're probably not going to wear cutouts. But this is, you know, it's very Zendaya inspired. It's very of the now, and so many designers showed it, and I loved it.
That.
Different.
I like it. I like all of these.
Amazing.
Quickly, your favorite is the cutout
My favorite,
dress?
I love the cutout dress because I think it's like, it's pushing it. I like it when designers push it a bit.
Yeah, okay. I like the gloves.
The gloves are great, aren't they?
All right.
They're sort of like Bridgerton meets, modern day.
Yes.
I love that they're a new veil.
Okay, there we go. We'll get all the details up on our website, chch.com. See you next month.
See you next month.